Hey guys, welcome back to the Linux course. In this particular session, we'll be looking at calling a function in a file, and we'll be calling a function from another file. So first, let us look at calling a function inside a file. So first, you can see they're creating a function add, then a function subtraction. So creating two different functions, and then they're calling add and sub inside a if statement. So whenever this particular function is running and the first parameter is add, then it'll ask for two numbers and it'll add it. Then if the first parameter is sub, then it'll subtract them. So now let's try this. So to clear this, now it's getting started. I'm opening, and so I'm going to name this as file for, okay, I'll just name it as demo for func.sh, then shebang. Okay, done. So now I'm going to start off with the process. First add, and a is echo, enter two numbers, and then it's going to be first number is going to be a, so I'm going to put read a, read b. Now sum is equal to I'm going to segregate them. Sum is equal to dollar a plus b, and echo dollar sum, and close it. Next subtraction, echo same things, and then read a, read b, and difference is equal to dollar a minus b, echo diff. Okay, so right now we've given for add and sub, we've created two functions. So now how to call these functions? It's pretty simple. You can just use add over here and sub over here to call them, but we're going to use a if statement. So if so let's say $1, because the first parameter, if the first parameter is equal to add, then add, else sub, done. So I think this will work. So let's try. First permissions, chmod demo for func. Yeah, so now let us run it. Okay, there are some errors. Enter two numbers. Obviously. So the first error, first I'll separate them, and this is not a problem. So I think there was a problem here, but I'm not able to see them. Okay, I'll check what is the error again. Echo enter two numbers, line 12, syntax error near unexpected token echo. So what is the mistake? Let me check in the PPT. So it's the exact same things. There is a problem. Don't see any problem. So one problem is this. That is not the problem over here. I think one more. Okay, let me run this once again. So again, it's showing an error, syntax error. Okay, just a second. It's in line 13. So line 13 is this. This is the line. Okay, so I found the mistake. My mistake was not to provide, I did not provide the open and close parentheses. So I got confused myself. Okay, got it. So now I think again another mistake. Okay, first let me just close this off. Let me clear that error. And I think it was here. Unary operator expected. Line. So this is the, what is the problem here? Yeah, so it's fine. So I think we can do it now. Again, there is a error. So let's just finish this off, this error. So then add else sub. So I think this is the way. Yeah, it's all the same. Now why do I get errors? Okay, so let me just save this again. Let me try. So now it's showing some unary operator line 20. So it's fine. I'm going to just execute them. So 2 and 3, and sorry, I missed one thing. Okay, so this is the error which was causing it. So sorry guys, the thing was I put in $1, but I did not enter the first parameter, which was sub or add. So that was a mistake I was making continuously, and I didn't realize that till now. So now 34, 62. So what's happening? Okay, 34. So again, it's not working. So I found the other issue, and I think sub was provided here. This is the sub diff equals, and fine, let's try this once again. Enter two numbers, -1. So now it's working. So that is the mistake. The biggest problem in shell scripting is the spacing, guys. If your spacing is wrong, your shell script will become wrong. So try to debug it using echo statements. Put in echo statements where you are thinking the error will be occurring. So put the echo statements over there and check whether it is working properly or not. So now if I add, so it's adding as well. So right now calling a function within the function is working. So we've done the first part. So let's do the second part, which would be calling a function from another file. So if a condition is provided is true, it will enter the statements after then. So if false, then the statements inside else will be executed. So again, it's the same thing, but this time what we're going to do is in one file we are just going to enter the if conditions. In another file we are just going to put in the what is that, the add and subtract functions. So in the file which has only the if statements, we'll add this particular line, source dot slash add sub dot sh, to provide this particular file access to that file. So let's go here. So now we have demo for function file. So what we are going to do is I'm going to just copy this. First I'll delete this. I've copied it and I've saved it and closed it. Now creating one more file, nano func file dot sh. So now here again it is the shebang header, bin slash bash, and then source dot slash demo for func dot sh. So this particular command source will give this file the authority to access the other file, which is demo for function. So here we are going to paste the, okay, so it's not pasting, so I'll just type it here once. $1 equals add, then call add, else call sub fee, save. So now I'm not going to execute demo for function, I'm going to execute the func file.sh. So now first obviously we'll have to provide this, the permissions. Once that is done, now func file.sh, and now we'll provide the parameter. So I'm going to provide add. So now again it's showing an error, add is equal to add command not found. So I have provided the source as well. Okay, so let's try one thing. Let me open this file again, and so it is expecting it. Just remove this. Okay, now we'll try this once again. Func file add unexpected token near then. Okay, so opening it again. What is the unexpected token? So now it's working. The only mistake was the space between if. So every time give a space between if and the square brackets. If you do not, it'll give an error like this. So this is what I'm currently having the issue. So right now it's working. So I did not have any function inside the func file.sh, but there is a function inside the demo for function script file, but I'm not directly accessing it. I'm accessing that function from another script file. So I've used that script file to give the parameter over here. Once I've given the parameter, it is taking it over there. Now let's see if it works or not. So it is working now, sub. So even this is working. So we've done both the operations, that is calling a function inside of a file and calling a function from another file, both successfully. So I've done some mistakes here, so remember those mistakes, don't commit those mistakes. Give a space between if and the square brackets. Also take care of spacing while giving echo statements, and while creating functions give parentheses. So all of these mistakes are common mistakes, so it is just neglect, like forgetting to give something. So just go in an order, remember what exactly you'll have to provide, then you will remember all those steps. So I think we've completed this part. We've completed all these concepts. Now we've completed the 5th module, so let me meet you in the next module. Thank you.